Your Honor, she's rambling. Take her away, lock her up. I think we're gonna go for warrior, thief, white mage, black mage. So we're about to embark on the story of our 4 warriors of light, gorier, grief, sage, and rage. Will you rescue my daughter? Sarah. Of course, we did not attempt to save the princess ourselves. Of course. Of course. We're not going to talk about the fact that they just let one motherfucker get so powerful that literally no one, not even their entire army, could stop him. I feel pretty comfortable just going to the Chaos Temple. Sorry, Chaos Shrine. My bad. Maybe I'm not ready for this. Ay Dios mío. Ay Dios mío. Oh no. Alright, let's fucking boogie, boys. Let's fight this bitch. Garland, I'm coming for you. Oh, the poor kingdom. That was their best swordsman. Whooped his ass. I guess it's because of the prophecy, you know? Prophecy foretold that we would whoop his fucking ass. You just really went, you beat all of my guys in a fight, have my boat? Nice. Is that how piracy works? I already have a boat? That's crazy. Oh yeah, because I just beat the what the fuck am I saying? I was saving my magic because I was like, the 4 Pisco demons. Surprise, it was the boss. I do just want to Google Panera and see what else comes up. I gotta leave town anyway to go talk to the Elven Prince. The Elven King? The Elven King, so he'll give me a key for my crown. Where the frick is this guy? Where the frick? Where in the oh, maybe here? Oh no, I must fight Astos. Just murdered him for y'all, and nobody seems grateful yet. I'm also a Moogle girl. Apparently, the work on my roof is not done. I am finding out now. Just went back into my kitchen, and there are people drilling things up on the roof at the backside of my house. So if you hear any weird, strange banging, some nice old-fashioned machinery noises, guess what? They're not done. So, but it's okay, because it seems like it's not, I think they're just doing something in the gutters, like it's not like a super crazy bit of work. But, you know, what was really fucking crazy about when work was getting done was they put like a generator or some sort of motor directly outside my office window. So it went from like, maybe streaming will be possible in a couple of hours to like, I went out to go grab milk and I was like, nope, they've just completely made that a nightmare for sound. So, fun. Super fun. Got my little lunch. Got my paranoia about the roof again. So, you know, we're having a good day. We're having a good time. I usually have like a strange ramen obsession at any one given time. Recently, we went to Target and we saw these, Momofuku noodles, like they're Momofuku branded, and, they're tingly chili noodles. Very good. I like them a lot. Did that with some, yeah, exactly. Did that with some, fake tuna for protein, not for flavor, and a little bit of frozen spinach. So, we're rocking and rolling in Flavortown. Yeah, I do wish they had more options, but hey. The, like, plate of vegetables I got was probably the best plate of vegetables I've ever gotten at a restaurant. And I need to see an allergist to make sure that if I am allergic to mushrooms, it's not just like every kind of mushroom, and instead it's just a very specific kind of mushroom. That'd be great. Look, Vegas was fun, but I really don't think I'm ever gonna be going back to Vegas, you know? There are so many other places to go. And especially not for just a plate of vegetables. So sorry. I don't think I'll, hop along if you guys plan on, Momofuku and Vegas trip anytime soon. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. There we go. Bree knows. Bree's on it. What's in here? Ah! Ah, the dwarves! Sorry for that outlandish, fucking reaction, but I'm so glad I found the dwarves. I think this actually may be the next place I need to go. Lolly ho. That's a Final Fantasy 1 fucking callback, my guys. Welcome to Dwarf Town. Mount Dwergar. Nice, and now I'll steal all of their stuff. Guess I could have gone here earlier. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I was on top of it for a little while, just working in the area. I at least knew a couple of really, really good vegan spots, basically, in, like, a couple of different places if we wanted to grab food, but even just, like, 6 months out, and I'm sure nothing is even remotely the same. Lolly ho. And I'm not gonna read their lines out loud because I'm not doing any kind of accent for them, no sir. I will do the prancy little elves, I will do the fun little king accent, I'm not gonna read the fucking dwarves lines out loud, so just so you know. You know, but there was like this really, really good, I hear hammering. There was a really, really good vegan place, probably like a 20-minute walk from my workplace when I was working in the city. It was so fucking good. They had a take on a po' boy called the Rich Boy that had like avocado and shit in it. It was so fucking good. And they had a really nice chicken and waffles plate, which I know my mom would appreciate. Oh yeah, that is a good question, Brie. Thank you for following up. I would also like to know what show you saw. I'm just not in it because the fucking roof people being back really fucked my whole brain. But yeah, what show did you see? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Would that not be better for you? I've heard good things about stuff so far, so I would love to hear your opinion, because I haven't looked into it at all. I just know it's the Suffragette musical. So yeah, let us know what you think. Yeah, because that should actually be our anniversary date, but it isn't. But it isn't, because it's not actually that funny, or whatever. I think it's hilarious. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Good, that's great, because like I said, all I have been hearing is good things, so it might make it to the list of stuff that we try to see this year. I thought when I first started seeing, like, ads for it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be, like, very, like, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be super cliche heavy, not very fun, you know, but, all I have heard is good things. That's all I've heard, so at this point, there's no reason to be like, I shouldn't see it. Every single person I've heard talk about it said they would recommend it. Smith the Smithy. Narek, stop smashing rocks so loud. Yeah, I already... So yeah, I want to see Suffs. I want to... Well, now I want to see Suffs now that I know that it's actually good. What else is new that I wanted to see? I know Kimberly Akimbo's closed now, right? They just ended their run. What else is open? Because I know it was a big... big new show seasons the past couple of years. I heard good things about The Outsiders, shockingly. A lot about the, I think there's like a lot of stage fighting in that that's supposed to be really good. So it's like if you're a big stage combat guy, which, you know, who isn't? I've also heard surprisingly good things about Back to the Future, but that it's a super specific type of musical, so again, it's not, you know, like a everyone should go see it type of thing. But yeah, no, I think Suffs and The Outsiders are probably my new musical picks to like actually go and try and see. Also heard good things about & Juliet, but I don't know really what it's about. Except for I think it's a take on the Romeo and Juliet, but without Romeo. I don't know, Kimberly Akimbo just didn't catch me. I saw a lot of ads for it when it came out, like when it was real fresh. And I don't know, it just didn't, there's something about it that did not hit for me. And I don't know if it was like the whole coming of age theme or the like accepting death themes, but yeah, I've heard it's good. I just didn't catch me. I think what I was feeling was sort of a musical set in high school fatigue. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my feelings on & Juliet as well. But yeah, I think after like the release of the fucking, oh god, what is that musical called? Oh god. Fuck. Wow. Her brain does not work. Dear Evan Hansen. After Dear Evan Hansen and like hearing all of the discourse about that, I was like, you know what I don't actually want to see? An actual old person in a high school. Like, it just, to me, it felt too something. I'm mad that I missed Shucked, because I heard Shucked was really good, and we never saw it. Like, one of the musical, Waiting in the Wings is a YouTuber who basically only makes content about musicals. Yeah, exactly. Was raving about Shucked, but by the time I was, like, looking at his shit and, like, looking at it, it was already set to close. So I was like, okay, cool, I don't think I have the time to really save up and make it out to see it. Which is sad, because, yeah, I've literally only heard good things about it, but it was so close to closing. I guess nobody was like, the musical about corn, that's what I'm gonna go see. Well, thanks for joining, Mama. I'm sorry you gotta go back to work. Love you. And, yeah, we'll have fun. Have fun at work, or try at least. Don't get in any fistfights with your coworkers. love going into someone's home and stealing all of their goods. Oh, I didn't see her saying bye either. My bad. We talked too much about musicals. It happens. Well, a belated bye to Brie. I'll just send her this part of the VOD and make sure she knows. Realizing I should probably schedule in lunch breaks for myself so I'm not eating on stream. Because they could be a little awkward. That's okay. I don't care that much. Nobody's here but you and me. And maybe Mike and maybe Frank, but probably not. Oh, we'll see. This is how we get the views, guys. This is how we get the views. What's everybody else eating for lunch? Y'all know what I'm eating now. What's everybody else eating? Ooh, goat cheese on any sandwich makes it 10 times better right off jump. And if you disagree, you're just simply not a person of taste. So yeah, aside from the turkey, that sounds fucking banging. Sorry, texting the husband. My apologies. Okay. Back to gaming. Now that everybody's got better equipment. Sick. Have fun with all of your meetings, friends, because that sounds super fun. Hey, finally. It's for the canal, so we didn't have to blow up any reefs. We're golden. I thought we had to blow up a reef for boating capabilities, but no. We just have to blow up an underground mining tunnel. You know, it's funny, I was really thinking about, like, why don't I know what the food scene in my own town is like? And, hold on, I'm watching the crumbling of a part of the landmass. See? Environmentalism, duh. Wow. That explosion's going on for a real long time. But then I was like, well, Portuguese and Scottish menus don't really lend themselves to vegetarian and vegan options incredibly well. And that's the predominant food scene in my area. We have some diners, which is cool, but like, you know, you're not like, you know what I could, and I can't even eat eggs anymore, so really, we're at a bit of an impact. I can eat eggs and other things. I don't want people getting like, oh no, eggs. I can't just eat eggs on their own, for whatever reason. Eggs obfuscated, don't hurt my stomach, but eggs just on their own really fuck me up. So yeah, nothing really in my town that's super me, which is unfortunate. I cannot wait. Yeah, that is the sad part about no longer working in New York, is New York really did. They brought it. They fucking bring it. Oh, I hope that wasn't... No, yeah, that wasn't something I could enter before. But now there's, like, gold there. You know, because people ask for recs a lot when you live in a place, assuming that you'll know what the food there is like. And I'm like, I can tell you 8 different restaurants in Montclair that I would 100% recommend without a doubt. That's true. Rutherford does have some good stuff. Like, look, our food scene's not that bad in the surrounding areas. I'm not lacking for options when I Uber Eats, but it's, you know, there's nothing really around here that I can walk to that's, like, great for me. Even, like, the pliables in our areas sometimes are not that great as far as options and variety for me. I should have paid more attention to that man when he was talking to me about what new was happening. Yeah, I guess I can just ride my boat around now, is really the big takeaway here. Cool. Always is. Look, sometimes you pay a lot of attention to the man giving you your next steps in your quest. Sometimes you hear womp, 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 until they're done talking and give you a nice little reward. Like, I'm not the best at paying attention, I'm sorry. And if you couldn't tell, I'm also not the best at, like, I don't know, figuring out plots. Yeah, that's also true. Look, also, sometimes making up funny bits is way better than paying attention. That's not my fault. I didn't make the rules on that one, alright? And hey, what's everybody else's excuse? I'm not the only one playing. I mean, you know, when we're topping it up. In this case, yes, it is my fault. I was not paying attention. I hope nobody has mouth noise stuff, because then I can turn the sound off when I'm eating. My mom's like that, which is why I'm, like, really sensitive to anybody who is sensitive to food noises. It made me kind of averse to them growing up, but they don't bother me as much anymore. But my mom's the kind of person where, like, you could bite a fork once on accident and she'd glare at you for the next 45 minutes. And hey, mother, if you're watching the VOD, I love you very much, but it's true. Cool. Good. Yeah, no. It used to be way worse for me. It straight up would be like, sometimes it's just, it gets so bad, you're like, I'm at lunch and I need to leave because there are people sitting next to me chewing far too loud with their mouth open. But, it doesn't bother me nearly as much anymore. I think sound overall just sometimes has a very strange effect on me. Yeah, see, that's also fair. Oh, we've unlocked the rest of the map! Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. I outgrew it. Yeah, we can still auto-fight this fight. It's just some Sahagin chiefs and sharks. The sharks and the Sahagins, my favorite West Side Story gangs. It was a bad joke. Oh no, I got a piece of fake tuna in my... Thank you. In my keyboard. I got it. Melmond. Oh, a dead town. Yeah, not the Funa. It's in there. It's fine. This is actually one of the ones that has a better texture. So fake tuna is a long-standing trial by fire product that some companies will occasionally try to make work, and very rarely does it. The texture on this one is good, the flavor is mid. There was for a while like a packet of fake tuna that the flavor was very good, the texture was awful, so I would make like a fake tuna salad with it. But then ShopRite stopped carrying that one, so we're back to the good texture mid flavor one. Yes, gotta make the earth crystal happy again. Yeah, it happens. I'm sure I can find it online if I remembered. Yeah. If I remembered what it was called, but that's the thing, is like, it's not super worth it because the texture is middling. And yeah, the more I like take the time to think about the foods that I do and don't like, texture's huge for me. It's huge for a lot of people, and I think that's something that, like, when you think about foods that you don't like, a lot of the time, for a lot of people, it's a textural thing. Yeah, exactly. I can't think of the last time that, like, I had such a texture problem with something that I had to stop eating it, but it happens with, like, desserts sometimes. See, I'm quite the opposite. I love, like, a fleshy piece of coconut. But that's just me. And I understand that. Ooh, spicy. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because I can't eat real flesh. I'm like, yes, give me the fleshy textured food item. That's exactly what I want. Alright, you ain't got nothing for me here. Ah, the gil is cumulative, not current total, as it is in some games when they ask you to get that achievement. Good to know. Sorry, more personal stuff about Final Fantasy that I'm just taking note of. Because some of the Final Fantasies do require you to have it all in the bank at one time, I think. Not super important. Just leaving myself notes for when I make a video on it. Hopefully, when I hopefully make a video on it. I think the funniest thing is, like, I'm trying to think about, now I'm trying to think, like, what textures in particular I have a problem with, and I think it's just food by food. Like, honestly, sometimes I think the flavor to texture, like, it has to be a specific ratio for me to enjoy it. That probably won't work often, but it might be nice. That also might be nice. Yeah, alright. And I'm out of cash. Cool. Eats rocks, any kind of rocks, loves gems. In the cave to the where? In the cave, great. Thanks for the specifics. It's inconceivable, I've never heard of the Dr. Oon. I love, this is like one of the Final Fantasy settings that I do really like. This like crumbling earth town. Very cute. Obviously not in the fact that it is crumbling earth, but you know, we've seen the sort of like town on the water over in Provoca, we've seen the elves town, we've seen Celestia is the first time? No, it's not it. What the fuck is the first time name? Cornelia, not Celestia, Cornelia. And now we finally have like a south of Melmond on a peninsula called Devil's Tail. Cool. But like, I love that it's like heavy on gravestones because a lot of their people have died and the houses are all fucked. They do this in a decent amount of them too, like the sort of like, this town has been decimated through an act of war or an act of environmental degradation. Again, swinging around your normal Final Fantasy tropes. Love it. I don't know, fun stuff. Oh hey, a dwarf's here. There's a man named Sada. He's a wise man who knows much. In the cave on the southern tip of this continent was a man named Sada. Cool. I'll go talk to Sada then. Cool. Thanks, Watts. Yeah, baby. Let's fucking go flying, guys. Northern Ruins, Southern Shada, and a little... and the Devil's Tail Peninsula. Cool. Ah, it must be the thing that looks like a triangle on the end of the island. That would make a lot of sense. Alright, let's start tripping. Thinking about cracking a Celsius, and I'm not sure if it's a good idea at 2 p.m. Because I think 2 p.m. is really where the energy starts to dip. I used to do a little caffeinated beverage at lunch, and I stopped doing that, and I was like, you know what, I should be fine. I'm not, like, up and about, but talking is very energy forward. And I just don't know if I should do a full Celsius at 2 in the afternoon. Could do another cup of coffee. But then at that point, is it better? I don't think so. Yeah, you're probably right. I should just, yeah. Alright. Fuck it. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. Ugh. Hey, I just did a bootleg iced coffee where it's 4 ounces of cold brew concentrate, not diluted, and then oat milk. So it's like, it has that iced coffee, iced latte, sort of like espresso intenseness, but without having to do the work of pouring an espresso shot. I'm sure by now, with how fucking prevalent I have not considered doing Fallout 1, but that sounds great. That's also fair. Hi, Mike! Yeah, no, I should actually probably go back and revisit the older Fallout games. Also, sorry, now I'm in 2 separate spheres here. I'm thinking about coffee and Fallout, 2 very high priorities in my mind. Cafe Bustelo Instant is very good. And, I don't think there's anything wrong with instant coffee. I get it sometimes the flavor's not perfect. But, again, it gives that, like, little bit of bite if you're using a concentrated amount for, like, a substitute for an espresso. And Bustelo is just, like, one of the best, cheaper brands. That aside, yes. I should look at that. Because I really do want to play, I want to play, 1 and 2. But yeah, absolutely. That might be, because, look, I might just do, like, a full sale Final Fantasy moment, but I want to split my weeks up. Like, just doing a Final Fantasy stream after a Final Fantasy stream is getting to be a little, not tiring, not boring, just a little much. Just a little, you know, there's only so much grinding you can do in front of your friends before it starts feeling a little weird. Oh, I should stop wasting my Thundaras. I forgot that's what he's doing, and I absolutely should not have him just springing those on random enemies outside. Oh well. I think that could be fun. I think that could be fun. Plus, again, like, it's a similar thing. Like, Final Fantasy has a lot of social currency right now. Fallout has a lot of social currency right now. Get really into the Fallout TV show, which I really liked. Talk about that, do some fun Fallout stuff, do some fun, like, actual, like, RP stuff. You know, I don't know. That could be fun. I like this brainstorming session we're having, guys. You should watch it. I 100%. Yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah, so, exactly, like, I want to do something a little bit RP heavy on stream. The rookie. Doing a full Supernatural watch through? That's a choice in the year of our Lord 2024. Oh, hell yeah! Then fuck yeah, I'm playing Fallout 1. Persuasion is top stat always forever. It's how I build my characters. I want to pretend I'm good at talking to people. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know. I tried Supernatural, couldn't really vibe with it, which is shocking. Because, like, I'm a fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer stan. So it felt like a natural next step, and, like, I was into Doctor Who and Sherlock, part of the dynamic trio of Tumblr, and, I got, like, 4 episodes deep, and I was like, I don't know if this is for me. So maybe I just gotta give it another shot. Don't say those accursed words in my chat, Jen. But funny enough, I've never really been great on socials, so I didn't really have a great presence on Tumblr either. Yeah, it was super hoolock. Yeah, no. I don't know. Frank, I'm not shocked you got through the first season, but, like, I couldn't even get that far. I don't know, something about it. Because, again, I love kitsch, I love, you know, supernatural things in general. The concept was fun, the family aspect was fun, and I just don't know what it was. Maybe it was the, you know, early television writing or something. Maybe I just gotta give it the benefit of the doubt and get through the first season to fall in love with the characters, but Plus, you know, we all know what they did to everybody's favorite Gangel. By now, I hope. Super Hulag was a wild time on the internet. And I think it's crazy that, like, kind of fandom and fandom culture have not been as big since. Like, obviously, you still have a lot of fandoms, you still have a lot of things that people are super, super, super into. But to be fair, though, I don't know, maybe it's just, like, because I'm thinking about it, I like, I couldn't get through, fucking, oh, what's his name? Smith. Matt Smith's, that's fair. Yeah, I do think you're right. I do think it's like a music thing now. But that might just be through the fact that, like, Spotify has made music streaming so much easier, and streaming television has made the diversity of television programs available so much better. I've heard that. I couldn't get past, what is it, Angels in the City? But, like, I watched a decent amount. I stopped at Angels of the City twice. I watched when it was originally airing, and I hit that episode and I was like, I'm okay. And then I tried to get through it again, and I hit that episode, and at that episode I stopped watching again. I watched from fucking Eccleston through to that point again, and I stopped there. So I don't know, like, I gotta figure out why. And maybe try to just not do a full rewatch again and just start from there. I mean, that's the other thing, is I did really like Rory and Amy. So that might have been, like, the jolt for me. But, I don't know. Because I wasn't one of those people that, like, fell off because they were mad that, like, the other companions or other doctors were gone. I just stopped watching. Maybe I was secretly mad and just didn't let myself feel my feelings. And I've heard the new stuff is good, and I just haven't gotten into it. Yeah, I think it was the introduction of Clara I don't really like, but And I haven't seen any of Capaldi's stuff, and I, like, at a point I was like, maybe I should just dip in and see if I could get behind it again. Because I did really like Doctor Who for a long time. As you know, Frank, as we were friends when that happened. Yeah, I was stoked for Capaldi just because, I like my doctors angry. And I hoped making him old again would make him a little crotchety. Cool. Go have fun working or whatever. Or, you know, whatever. Yeah, I agree. Which is why, like, I don't think I ever got hung up on, like, a doctor change or a companion change. I think what got me was when they were like, no, the lore's different now, actually. I do think that kind of got me a little in my feelings. Because they wanted it to keep going without having to do, like, the work to introduce another doctor, which I understand. I get it from, like, a show-running perspective. But I think when they were like, the lore's different now, or just, you know, you as a fan base had a misunderstanding of the lore and it's different now, and that caught me a little bit in the feelings, I think. But I don't know, like, yeah, and maybe it was Clara. The Chini, or whomever you are, don't worry about it. It's mostly been friends and family, hence why no one has mentioned the Z-Sync, because they all know that right now I am currently having issues with the audio sync on my end, and I can't really fix it right now. Hopefully once I change the phone that I am using as a camera, we won't have as much of an issue, or it quite possibly could be a graphics issue through my OBS or an internet speed issue or something, but something that is out of my hands because I've tried to make subtle adjustments and that hasn't worked. So there is an obvious desync, and thanks for bringing it up. So we can all talk about it and have a little bit more understanding as to why that aspect of the stream is a little rocky right now. So yeah, not to derail that, really riveting Doctor Who discussion, apparently. I'm glad it's so intense that, people who do not know me personally feel the need to comment on it. That does make it a little alarming. I do need to, I guess try to fix that before next stream. I did a little bit of troubleshooting throughout the week to see, like, if I could get a handle on it. Nothing I tried really worked, aside from just taking all of my graphics down, so, But hey, got a new phone today, so we'll see if just the, power uptick makes that not a problem anymore. Hey. You love to see it. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I thought so as well, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. Plus, all of the follows from like a month ago are now like way out of my analytics, so it's nice to have some new, fresh breath of life. Also, Chini, or however you pronounce your name if you'd like to correct me. I think it's very funny to hop into a 3.5 hour stream and assume no one's mentioned the voice desync until now. Unless you did scroll through the whole chat and read everything, in which case, very impressive, and I think that's very funny. But hey, go off, I guess. Not trying to bully, not trying to push out a chat. Thank you for your very helpful, if I was unaware of it, thank you for your helpful insight, but yeah, it's just unfortunately something that is beyond my control as of right now. Yeah, no, very fun. I think, Jen, that might push me to, what is it, 15? 16? Whoa! That's so many more than I thought. Starting today with 13, getting to 18 feels pretty good. That feels good. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Now I can say all the... I was gonna make a joke about... There's nothing. 18 does it. I can make jokes about guns. I can purchase a gun. I can sign up for the military. I can... voting rights, correct, yes. I can vote. I can take on college debt. Ooh. I guess the roofers are now above me. Love that. Chini, you're gonna have a real hard time now that the audio is desynced and they're hammering directly above me. Not great audio quality, I'm sorry. Let's get back to fighting some ogres. Yeah. just trying to give you that real life experience, you know? Where you're like, I'm 18, life's different now, and the world's like, nah, bitch. Just more problems. Ooh, different, yay. Hi, Nadans, different enemy spawn. Love that. Is it real bad, the hammering? Because if it is, then I'll take a little break, I'll eat my lunch, and then once that goes away, I'll probably come back. But I am worried a little bit about stream retention if I fuck off. So just let me know if it's bad, and then I will, you know, figure that out. Because the worst part about the roofers and the noise is that, okay, cool. We had just literally probably 2 days before we knew they were coming, decided, yeah, decided to put an AC in the room, so we couldn't even close the window to, like, make the sound not as bad, because, like, we fully did the whole, like, we fitted it, we cut out foam in the right shapes, it was the whole roof. It was. They're, I think now just working on, like, gutters and some corners and some little things, but it was originally the whole roof was getting redone. So, super fun. And again, like I told everybody else, we did not know about it until the day was happening. So that really puts a wrench in stuff. And we didn't know how long it was gonna last either. Apparently it's not done, and no one told us that either. Rent from family, they say. Makes it easier, they say. No, let me not get too down on this place or, you know, all that. I'm very appreciative. Like I said in my Facebook post, happy to have a roof above my head. Not so happy that somebody is constantly working on it. Oh no, shadows. Yeah, it must be that, like, post-winter, get your roofs done kind of thing. We should have had a roof done, like, several years ago. So I can't be mad that it's getting done, even a little bit. It just does suck. Ouch. I love that. Very mom-coded. I guess I did accidentally bully Chini Chini away. Or maybe the sound problem was just too much for their little ears to handle. Yeah, that's nice. That's probably correct as far as sales themes are going. I think ours is probably just the cheapest available, which, hey, again, I'm not gonna complain. You know, back when we were, like, really in the thick of wedding planning, I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to go house hunting, that sounds like so much fun. I think that was just my brain trying to make up for the fact that, like, I didn't want to be wedding planning anymore. I was like, that sounds like a good life thing that I should also be doing that will be fun. That doesn't fucking sound fun. I don't want to go house hunting. I'll play video games. I don't want to be just counting outlets and making sure the garage is big enough. Making sure our fucking APR isn't gonna be crazy. No, I just want to play video games. I mean, the thing is, like, never done it, so that sounds kind of interesting, at least. Always been an apartment girly. But, yeah, you know. That's gonna be an interesting change of pace, I think, is like going from renting and apartments to trying to figure out, like, what you need from a house, how to get an inspector to come in and look at stuff, like XYZ. Those are all skills that I don't have and have never had to come face to face with. You know, like, I know my fucking renter's rates. That's for damn sure. My mama taught me that much. But, buying a house, that's not my... Oh. Ooh. That's wild, though. That's wild. I can't even imagine trying to get, like, working on something without a permit. That just, it sounds crazy to me. Oh yeah, fuck. Hot town goss. Well, I mean, it's like... The immediate thing that my fucking chronically online brain thought of was, did you hear about that chick who's like building a mine under her house without permits? Oh Jesus, that is hot town goss. That's some everybody in the vicinity knows. Shit. Right? Like, my chronically online brain was like, oh my god, it's like that woman who got in a shitload of trouble because she was digging under other people's houses. Yeah. It's like, how on earth do you think you're gonna get away with that? And for how long do you think you're gonna get away with that? Yeah. And she's like, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And it's like, no, you decided to build an elevator into the earth and then thought you could just dig wherever you wanted? The audacity. Because, yeah, I would get it, too, if it was, like, out in the middle of the woods in, like, rural middle America. Then I'd be like, yeah, shit, go off. Like, I don't know what's down there. You could really fuck yourself, but that's not surprising. That's not the most surprising. I mean, like, even just the concept alone, I was like, she's gotta be some kind of libertarian, right? If nothing else. And that's not gonna get you very far online. Yeah. I thought the eel pit was kind of cool, to be honest. Which, I understand is not... Yeah, It's not like some people do not like that take because, you know, eels, but I thought it was fun. I agree. I agree. Cavern of Earth. Yeah, okay, so that's the next plot locale. So let me go... Ooh, lesser tigers. Where are the bigger tigers? Plus, like, just, you sound way more menacing if you're like, I have an eel pit in my basement, than saying you have a mine shaft in your basement. Because one of them, it's like, I don't know, I could go to plenty of historical ghost towns that have mine shafts. But how many places can you go that have eel pits? One is far more original. Because I know that is their concern when creating really outlandish living situations, is like, what's the more original IP? Same. Just be like, I'm gonna wake up and just go look at the eels in a journal. my ex-best friend was, like, actually, hysterically terrified of eels. And, it was kind of funny. Because you could just straight up say the word eel in front of her and she would freak the fuck out. And we love that. Apparently nothing. Apparently just seeing an eel at a young age. Like, it wasn't like, was in the ocean, got touched by an eel, grabbed it, saw it, was horrified. Not like a watched a scary movie that had an eel that ate someone's face. Not even like a watched Little Mermaid as a kid and didn't like the way those two eels looked. Just kind of like, over time, out of nowhere, really. Sort of just like, eels. I think. There could have been a backstory that she just never gave us, but... Because also you could be outlandish. You could straight up just say, like, imagine an eel coming out of your bathroom, like your bathtub, and she'd freak out and be like, now I don't want to shower. It's like, there are not eels, like, there are no eels in the water systems here. But it was a very real fear for her. Oh no, is there no neti pot store in this town? I guess not. Yeah, I gotta go to a different town. Okay. Boat time. And because, yeah, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, a lot of fears have, like, a starting point. You can very clearly, like, I know where all of my, well, all of my non, like, existential fears come from. What am I doing? You're going to a different town so that I can get some goods and services. I think that's 100%. See, me with the ocean, I'm not necessarily afraid of super dark water, but oceans and big bodies of water overall, I think require a insane amount of respect, because it's like they are fucking dangerous as shit. And also, like, that's a super common fear. And can be, honestly, incredibly terrifying. Because, like, I remember there was a point when my grandma had bought a barn, like a farm estate in North Carolina. And, for the first couple of weeks, which was the part of the summer that I was coming down to stay with them, they had not installed any lights outside and had very limited power inside, so I had like a portable disc player, and it was pitch dark out. Like, it was 100% terrifyingly dark out, and I was like, I'm gonna die out here. Like, there's no way that this is safe and normal. It's just being out in the middle of like an area I am not at all familiar with in complete darkness. Not okay. But yeah, like, I know where my fear of roaches comes from. Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad, which is just, my mom is really scared of bugs, like, almost all bugs, and, at one point, when I was pretty young, there was a big old cockroach in the magazine shop that she worked in, and, she pushed me in front of her and screamed very loudly. And from that moment on, my brain associated cockroaches with, shock, surprise, and fear. Not her fault. It was a fear response, and I get that. But, yeah, that's what did it. That's what did it. And then in 6th grade, they brought, Madagascar hissing cockroaches in for, like, a show and tell, in my science class. And, I sobbed hysterically in front of all of my classmates, and I think that really compounded the fear for me. Yeah. Yeah. But see, like, that's, you know, it's pretty easy to look back and be like, ah, that's where that, what I at the time thought was an outlandish fear came from. It's a very real place. So yeah, there's probably a nexus point for the eel fear, but hey, we're not friends anymore, so why do I care? In fact, I should probably just say eel more often, so there's no chance she ever watches my streams. And do some jump scare eel images in the VODs. Well, that's mean. We have at least one of everything. We're gonna buy a decent chunk of high potions and then get the fuck out of here. This is a really good forum to, you know, grow and strengthen friendships, because a month ago, I didn't know what kind of cookies you liked, and today, I know your deepest, darkest fears. Or one of, at least. Streaming. What is it good for, you know? Exactly. Exactly. Alright, we'll do the next dungeon, and then, depending on how well that goes, I will, log off. Get some real life stuff done. So there's still some of that I have to do, unfortunately. Oh, also, I was thinking about MJ the other day because I was looking at the photo dump Lauren did from James's first birthday. She's so fucking cute, dude. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's ridiculous. So, you know, congrats. How is she doing, by the way? Still can't believe, like, props for hiring a photographer for your kid's first birthday. Didn't even do that for my wedding, so you know. Not what I needed. Oh, actually I should go back. I'm sure it is. Probably. But I mean, even friends charge after a while. Unless, hey, like, if she's got a friend who's just like, I'm just here for the portfolio work, I'll amp up my portfolio, get a couple more jobs under the belt, like, props. But, yeah, no. None of my friends would do a full shoot day for free on a Saturday. Absolutely not. Saturday, prime day. I just know a lot of stingy photographers, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. No. That's also fair. Yeah, no, because, like, I know some of my friends where it's like, well, if you can get me into an event, I'll take photos for you there. I have some friends who are like, I'll totally do, like, an hour-long shoot with you. as long as I can put it in my portfolio. But again, like, I don't know a single person, like, of my artist friends who would be like, yeah, I'll give you a full Saturday afternoon for free. Again, maybe I just know some stingy-ass photographers, but... Look, props to Lauren if she has a friend good enough to just do that. And hey, I mean, me personally, I would probably do it too if I was better with a camera. I am not, though, so... And editing do be taking time, so it's not like that's really something that I can do for free for a lot of people either. But again, it depends. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, I think it always depends. So, hey, look, like, I mean, for real, if he's like, I'm fresh starting up and you're gonna give me 4 gigs a year that really increase and enhance my portfolio, I could see it happening. It's not an impossibility. Like, shaped like a chicken? Like a live chicken? Because that's adorable. Shaped like a live chicken, like the animal, not a live chicken. That's so cute. Please send me pictures. Hell yeah. But I think that's another thing too, is now like we're in an age where like transferable skills, you are a very, I don't know how to phrase this. Like you're a very like, I don't want to say barter system mentality kind of person, but like you are very much like a, I'll do this for you now, I'm sure you'll get me back later kind of a person, which I love. But we live in an age where like even your side hustle has to be making enough financially to propagate itself. Which one really takes away from like creative skills overall, takes away from hobby time, and makes us really selfish when it comes to sharing skills with others. So, I don't know. It could be societal rather than person to person and person to event, but I don't know. I'm no expert. I eat hot chip and lie. Nothing over there. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, I'm very much the same. And, you know, it comes to with the, like, you understand that anything that you give to someone, there's no inherent responsibility for you to get paid back by any means. And, that, like, just treating people with open-handed kindness is far better than any other way that you could, but, I don't know, I think socially, especially with just how creative hobbies and valuable skills have been treated in the past, socially, I think there's a much different understanding of give and take than kind of what used to be the standard. You know, like, nobody talks to their neighbors anymore. Nobody, you know, like, so it's not even just, like, close friends, volunteer people, like, you know, there used to be much more of a culture of just helping those around you. And I don't think that's as much in the zeitgeist anymore. And I'm not sure if that's gonna change now that, like, we're in the internet age, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out my butt right now. Like I said, I'm no expert. Same. And, like, I'm an incredibly socially awkward, anxious person, but I wish there was more of, like, a community culture than there is. Just because it was really, really different for a very long time. And it fell apart in steps, you know, there was the serial killer epidemic that, like, made stranger danger a real big thing. It is double-sided, though. You're right. And, you know, I don't know, we've had a lot of fear the other brought in culturally. I'm gonna stop talking about real shit. There's a lot of people working on that are not me. Yeah. That's... I mean... I was gonna say, you know what, it's not that different from being in theater, to be honest. From being in, like, a community theater. It's very much the same, where it's like, I could ask any one of them for help, but guess what, now they all know my drama. But hey, I love being a messy bitch, so I don't mind when people know my shit. Mm-hmm. There's literally no point in joining our town's Facebook page because all of the drama is just parking based. Apparently there was some drama between my community theater and the new mayor, but that's a little hushed now. We don't really talk about that. Oh, damn it, I did not mean to use silence again. That's fine. I was gonna say, I don't even know the last time I, like, heard about somebody else's secondhand, like, big drama. But I do, and it was, like, 4 years ago. So, that's probably why. We're not sure. Because, like, now at this point, if I stay freelance, if I stay, like, completely internet-based and don't need to be around the city or around mass transportation to get to the city, then we might just look somewhere else. But right now, Dan's job is inherently tied to the area. So, like, if we're gonna stay in New Jersey, we're gonna stay in our area just because we're comfortable and know it. But, I would love to get out of here. Yeah, well. Do you guys have, like, a place in mind that you guys would want to end up? Or is it just kind of, like, I don't know, figure out and see, test some waters? Dang it, I already forgot where I'm going. Yeah, okay. Because, like, that's the thing, is we don't even... Yeah, and that's... Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not... There's no place necessarily that I think would be antithetical to how and where I want to live. I just like weather. I like seasons, so I'd want to stay somewhere that has all four still. Which is unfortunate, because, you know, that is becoming a narrower and narrower selection in the country every year. Yeah, fair. I mean, most of Jersey, the taxes are insane. But, like, yeah. And that's the other thing, too, is none of my family is really, like, around here. So, it's nice having Dan's family all kind of, like, concentrated around, which is something that I never really had growing up. So it is a nice thing, but I would also be fine kind of skipping out on that. Not to not be near family, but just because that's kind of more or less what I'm used to, is seeing family like maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Also fair. That's always a fun realization. Also fair. Yeah. And that's a whole nother thing to consider. Is like with the little one, you have to be looking at school districts, you have to be looking at, you know, daycare options and all that kind of shit. So that adds a whole other thing to your list. Like, yes, you can make a home anywhere. And she has you guys, so it's not a huge thing, but yeah, a lot of the school districts in our immediate area are not great. I only know because I was interested when I was in high school because we moved after my freshman year. Yeah. Yeah. And we moved, and my mom was like, oh, the school district's so much better. And I was like, what makes a school district good? Why was that one not good? Like, what are we talking about here? So I looked into it kind of as a kid, and yeah, not a lot of places around us have like stellar education districts, but not something I have to worry about. So I do not envy you. Sometimes it's testing scores, it depends on what and where you're looking at. Sometimes it's the availability of, like, alternative courses. So sometimes they'll measure more on the access of, like, depending on what you're looking at and what resources you're looking at, they'll, talk about, like, the availability and accessibility of, like, special need aid and, like, AP and pre-AP classes are sometimes really big for that. You know, like, if you're looking at, like, a blue ribbon school or something that does really stand on its haunches about having good test scores, they're probably not that great. But you can find places that do a little bit more of a deep dive on, like, what's available, why it's good, what you should be looking for now more than a few years ago, but a lot of it is just testing. Not always great, but that if you look at that in tandem with, like, teachers, like, the teachers in the area and their personal, like, ethics and stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's, like, accessibility. It lends more to that community vibe as well. So, like, yeah, I think, too, with schools, you just kind of have to, like, look at where is good for you, where you can afford, and then, like, actually go and tour schools and talk to principals and figure out what about it is worthwhile. Oh, I wanted to try to not silence, not... Oh yeah, let me just heal. Give everybody a little top up. But yeah, again, I haven't really looked into schools recently because not my bag, not my problem. But I have been talking to Janae about it, so... Oh, jeez. That's crazy. Yeah, I can imagine. Jesus Christ. Why was he arrested? Or that they were... Why were they arrested? Because, like, the craziest firing that happened at my high school was apparently one of the teachers was sleeping with a student, but faculty couldn't pinpoint exactly who, and they had no verification. But one of the teachers insinuated he knew something about it and then wouldn't come forward, and they fired him instead of the teacher that was rumored to be sleeping with students, which is really fun. That's my favorite little story because it's like, wow, really protecting people. Apparently it was never an issue again, but still. Messy. It also seems like literally every high school has a story of a teacher who was sleeping with students, and that's crazy and terrifying to me. Or at least did. I don't know if they currently do. Again, all stories from when I was actively... Me and the people who know other teachers who did this were actively in high school, which at this point is over a decade ago, so... Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. I mean, again, it makes sense, and I can understand, like, how that happened, but that's fucking wild. That's so wild. Especially with how many fucking kids fight in high school. But, like, now, I respect the fact that, yes, teachers do have to be careful because they could be using excessive force on literal tiny people, but that's fucking wild. Oh. Ooh. I'm sorry, but that's some shady behavior. I get it. Again, I get it. I understand. And I understand being, like, scared for your kids and scared, but, like... Oh my god. Messy. See, this is why I don't mind having, like, a community that shares a lot of drama and knows all my shit, because I like knowing messy shit. That's so messy. Oh my god. I couldn't even imagine. I wouldn't even want to deal with that, you know? Like, I mean, as a parent, it's just like, why would you want that happening in or around your school? Not my bag of dolphins, not my problem. Ooh, pardon me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's rough. Thank you. Yeah, because it's like... Children do not understand how much harm they can do to other people. You know, like, that's just full, fair and square analysis of the situation is kids do not know their own strength. They have not been alive long enough to know how much they can and will hurt another person. Adults may not be able to respond in a way that is, you know, like, retroactively the safest way to do it, but you can't just let kids fight. Someone's gonna get really hurt. Possibly even killed if they're hit with the wrong item at the wrong, you know, like, I don't know. That's wild. I just can't even imagine being in the headset of, like, we can't allow teachers to break up fights. And especially because, like, there are so many things that I totally understand why and how they've become sort of like nationally used sort of bars for teachers and educators. It's like, you cannot be around students off of school grounds after school hours because who knows what's going on there. You can't give students rides because who knows what's going on there. All of that makes sense, but it's like, you're actively having a fight in front of other people and they can't break it up is fucking crazy. Yeah, exactly. Jesus. Oh, that's probably why. My cat at some point decided to jump up on top of my desk, so she probably just rained down some cat fur upon me. And yes, allergies. Spring allergies have been wild. You know, so cats, outside, inside, dust, mold, pollen, cat fur. You know. It be like that. Could be. They say it every year, but spring allergies are probably worse this year than they have been. So, you know, it's very possible. I keep thinking I'm sick. I keep waking up and being like, oh my god, my nose is so stuffed. My eyes are running. I must be sick. And then I'm like, no, it clears up. I'm fine. It's just allergies. Yeah, it could totally be allergies. Just, you know, slip him like a name brand allergy pill. You'll feel better. That plus I've had a crick in my neck for like the last week. I just feel like my body's slowly and surely falling apart, but I know that's not true. It's just springtime. Whew. Oops. Next time I'll text you all of my secret plans. Yeah, no, and now he knows we're secretly plotting, so that'll just put him in a constant state of fear without knowing truly what those plots are, and that is the state you want them to live in. No motivations, just secrets. Holy free holies, that did a lot of damage. Oh no. Great, an antidote. Thank God. Ouch. 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 Top tier content. It's been a nice reoccurring pattern that most of my streams start with Bree hanging out, and then I get a little lunch break with my mom, and then you pop in and fill out the end of the day. It's been a pretty nice reoccurring always having someone in rotation in chat, all very, very reaffirming female presences in my life. It's been really nice, so thanks. Still in that suffs mindset. You're only getting her support today. I'll try to go see it if I can. I believe you. I trust you. You're one of the only people in, like, my immediate circle that doesn't do community theater with me that has any opinions on musicals, so, on new musicals. So, I will very much try to take you up on your suggestion and go see it. Ooh. Love that. You know what? I think I've been served approximately 15 seconds of that song at some point while, you know, taking in far too much internet in one day. I will. I'm usually down, but it's just, you know, money right now. I usually don't have a huge opinion on it. Like, that's not one of those things that, like, is usually a make or break for me. I used to do it super heavy, but Dan doesn't do it. He's, like, very, not stringently against it, but, because I used to like to do it just because ooh, smart. I should be doing more lotteries. I just forget that those are a thing that you can do. But, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. I will make a note to myself about Lucky Seat. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I used to prefer to listen to soundtracks beforehand because, also look at my little cat-themed pen. Look at him. He's so cute. Just because, like, I could not... Thank you. Yeah, usually with lotteries, it's about a 24-hour turnaround. Because I have an issue with, like, hearing the songs for the first time, where, like, my brain sometimes just kind of shuts down the words. So I used to like doing it just specifically so that I could go in with more of an understanding of, like, the music and kind of an outline of the plot. Dan's very stringently against listening to it if he doesn't have to prior to. So, not stringently against, but, you know, has a little bit of a preference. So, I don't know, I've kind of stopped doing it. You know, like, before we went and saw Hadestown, I'd only heard, like, probably 2 or 3 of the songs, which wasn't a bad thing, I think. I kind of dig now going in blind. I've done it with a couple of shows now. But I'm not against it. It's not, like, one of those things that really bugs me. Oh. Took my whole time planning that turn, and then he just died. How fun. There's a hole in the ground, like a little dirt butt. Okay. Go there, and then... No, okay. Oh, I haven't heard of that either. Seen Hadestown, liked it. Seen Moulin Rouge, we went before we got engaged, which was really good. I haven't seen Book of Mormon, and that's pretty high on my list. And Dan would 100% go see it again, so maybe I should, try to get that. Try to do a little It's good. It's good. I liked it a lot. I mean, look, Hadestown, the backstory of Hadestown. Yeah, I've heard. Hey, it's a great starter show, especially for people who are like, I'm not super into musicals. Like, well, it's fun. It's funny. It's a good time. That's also fair. But Hadestown, the backstory is like they wanted to write a very good, very well produced musical, and then came up with an idea for it. Yeah, I watched a boot with Dan, like, right before we started dating, and it's fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun for people who are not into musicals, I think. But, yes. Kind of. Because it's with Hadestown, you can really tell, like, it needs another couple of workshops, to be honest. And obviously it's not gonna get it because it's an award-winning, long-spanning running show. Yeah. So it feels like they wrote some beautiful pieces and then built characters around that. They even said that, like, they did several runs before the characters were even remotely what they are now, which I don't think is a negative, but you can feel it's a little disjointed. And none of the themes are really fully cohesive and lend themselves very well to any time period and any, like, political atmosphere, but they don't necessarily have, like, a profound, deep, pinpointable meaning, which I usually take away points when thinking about musicals in that way. But personally, I think, like, the set design and the lighting of Hadestown make up for what it's lacking as far as, like, the sound and the story. So, you know, take that for what you will. I know Frank and Bree saw it and they weren't huge fans of it, and I think for the same reason, but again, if you're not a super huge stagecraft fan, then you're not really gonna love it. Exactly. Thanks, Frank. Thank you for proving my point. They didn't really love it. B minus. But the stagecraft is fun, so would recommend. But again, not at the top of the list. I would say, like, go see Moulin Rouge before seeing Hadestown personally. And what else did you bring up? Because there was one. Oh, Cabaret. I have never seen Cabaret live, but I've seen, you know, like, all of the recordings they've done of that. I think so. I think Holy Grail's still up. No? Maybe not. No? Yes? No? Damn. We gotta get better at planning, guys. It is a good one. Yeah. I saw the original run, weirdly enough, with my bio parent that I don't speak to anymore. Bought tickets and then was like, hey. Actually, I think they didn't show up. I think they bought tickets and then did not show up, but I could be misremembering my weird childhood. But great show, very fun. Huh. Interesting tidbit. Not super surprising. I feel like there used to be somebody I worked at Starbucks with who's like, I know where basically like 50% of the, like, New Jersey-based musical actors live. And I was like, that's horrifying. That's truly a terrifying thing. And she's like, that's fine. I know it though, and I'm happy that I know it. I'm like, cool, good for you, girl, but don't go sharing that openly with other people, please. It will freak them out. Fun. Yeah, no, I desperately want to see Cabaret live because it is my favorite musical overall. So that is one of the things that's pretty high on my list to see live. I really wanted to see it when Emma Stone was doing it, but not the right time. I mean, hey, it makes sense. Like, if you're making Broadway musical money and you have the option to live in New York or to just live in New Jersey and open a business, god damn it, I went down the wrong fucking way. Son of a bitch. That's fun. And not nearly as much like stalking as my friend from Starbucks. And hey, I'm not one to judge people's weird hobbies, so if you did stalk Broadway performance, you wouldn't hear shit from me. Nice. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of the time Dan and I will start talking about needing to go see more shows. And then it's just like, well, like it's so easy, we're so close. But getting into the city, like just being in the city sometimes is not what I want to be doing on a weekend. It takes a little bit of the relaxation and fun out of going to see a show. But in my opinion, personally, as a homebody, as somebody who just wants to be doing this most of the time, having to go into the city just makes it a whole ordeal. Not the worst thing in the world. I still like, you know, the occasional going to the city to see the show, see your show, but adds an extra like 2 hours to your night, and you gotta deal with people, and that's just gross, you know? What am I doing? Oh yeah, healing up before fighting more monsters. I'll go lottery them. I will. After stream. High potions, there they are. Who is in Cabaret right now? Now I'm interested. Now we've actually started talking about it. Okay, yeah, Eddie Redmayne is in this one. Yeah. And Gail Rankin. Ooh. That sounds fun. That sounds so fun. No, shh, don't play a video, please. Oh, damn. Got me looking at cast images from Cabaret now. Oh no, I want to see it so bad. I love that they open Cabaret whenever they have a stunt cast opportunity for an actor. They're like, oh, you want to be in Cabaret? That's fine, we'll open Cabaret again. Don't worry about it. I just feel like it's such a shame that I did not get a chance to see, oh god, what's his name? I'm so bad at names. Not the original MC, but the mainly known one. Rude. Rude. Yeah, when fucking Alan Cumming came back as the MC, I was very mad that I couldn't see the 2014 revival with Alan Cummings, because that's some good shit. But I'll take an Eddie Redmayne. That's why I was like, look, like it had Emma Stone, Alan Cumming, like 2014 revival. I was so tempted, but I just, at the time, I was trying to save up money to make sure I had money to like go and rent an apartment and was not super in the market to be buying expensive Cabaret tickets. Now though, I'd splurge for the seats that are like close enough that they could spit on you and it was expected. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Oh, I really want to go fucking see a show now. God damn. Especially because we just saw our community theater's performance of Disaster, which is a 1970s jukebox musical. Which jukebox musicals overall are, you know, hit or miss, especially depending on whether or not you enjoy said genre of music. But not only that, there was a point where like I was very much enjoying the show, and then for whatever reason, you know, it's supposed to be a disaster, so they start flashing the lights and everything's shaking and all of the people on stage are screaming, and for whatever reason it just like flared every sensitivity in my brain, and I was like, okay, I'm not having a good time anymore. So like overall, the people were very good, it was well acted, but just we got to like the last 30 minutes of the show and people just started screaming and my brain went, nope, this is not a good time, we need to leave. Kinda, yeah. I haven't seen it, but kind of, yeah. That was on my list for a really long time, and then I was just like, I'm probably not gonna get a chance to see too many shows in current time, whenever current time was. But yeah, so basically at the end, because it's supposed to be like a 1970s disaster movie in which it tells a bunch of different overarching plot lines with different characters, and then at the end, kind of everything explodes. But people make it out safe somehow. Fun, very fun, just, very affronting. Especially when a community theater is doing it, because they don't really have total control over, like, volume level and strobe light effect and distance from audience. So, you know, it's community theater. Speaking of, if anybody's interested, May 6th, 7th, 19th, at some point soon, we're doing a one-act festival that I am in. I think the 17th and 18th. So if y'all want to come see a show, local shows, we're doing the one-act festival. I'm in 2 pieces. Might be fun, might be bad. Who knows? Only time will tell. But yeah. So, very fun. I just closed it. 7:30, so probably right around dinner plan time. So it's cool if y'all can't make it. It's all good. Like I said, I'm really only in 2 pieces, so I'll be on stage for maximum like 20 minutes. But if you guys can swing by at any point, I'm sure they'd give you like discounted admission if you came halfway through or whatever. But you know, hey, I just appreciate the sentiment of support, if nothing else. Bat, get out of my way. I almost called it a bird. Bird, get out of my way. Haha, idiot. It's also been a really fun experience, the one acts, because you know, a lot of community theater, you're working with relatively new actors, you're working with people who haven't done theater in a really long time, so most of the time we're not working on, you know, like character development, scene structure, stuff like that. But when you're working with predominantly people who've been involved with the community theater for a year, if not more, and we're all working on scenes that are under 15 minutes, we've really started doing a lot of character work, which has been really enjoyable recently, and I like that a lot. One acts are fun, man. I love having everything smushed into such a condensed time that so much action happens. It has the energy of like, you know, it has a similar energy to like an improv show versus like a fully structured 2-act show, in my opinion. One acts are always fun. Not everyone's cup of tea, but very enjoyable. More spam calls. Love to see it. Oh, a sleeping bag. They really want me to jump back upstairs, don't they? I might have to, actually, but I do want to clear out a couple more of these rooms before I do. I love the full maps. Still feels bizarre to have a full dungeon map in a Final Fantasy game just handed to you. Oh shit. Ouchie. Don't kill my mage, please. Before I have a chance to heal my mage, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Demon Man. Mr. Demon, if you prefer. Come on, y'all. There we go. No, I just wanted to talk to some bats. Fire piss demon, huh? Well, it's fine. I didn't talk to this bat. Hello? Excellent. Glad you are so opinionated on the topic. Stupid earth elemental. Stupid. No, not defend. Fuck me. Why do I keep accidentally hitting defend on my fucking mage? I love when making silly little sounds peaks my audio. It's super fun. Alright, let's heal Lara. Let's heal Lara up. Let's heal the fuck up. Nice. We didn't heal Lara. Ooh, a gold needle, you say? That probably means something's gonna fucking need a gold needle soon. Another super fun Final Fantasy thing where suddenly you have to use the material that has been given to you in a dungeon. Love it. Love it as far as game design. Hate it when you realize, wow, I have 2 of those, and it seems like that might be a mechanic in this dungeon. Murder. Stab them. Stab them right in their stupid little faces. Their stupid little zombie faces. Whether or not they're called zombies, don't matter. Oh nice, they even leave the doors open for the ones you've gone down? How nifty. How sweet and kind of them. Ugh. Ouch. Oh no, he's snoozing. Nice, glad you have something new to add to this oh, fuck. I didn't even talk to him. I was like, oh, did I just accidentally, like, hit talk right away? Nah. Nah. Hey, one ran for the hills. You do love to see it. Flee. You should have followed your friends, boys. You should have followed your friends. Alright. Let's fight this guy. I didn't even need to cast fire. Welcome back! Clearly, so much has happened in your absence. I've been talking to bats, and randomly word associating. So you missed a lot, is what I'm trying to say here. Oh. What What is it, Sprinkles? You judging me? Yes, she certainly is. That's okay, I deserve the judgment. Somebody's gotta keep me on track. Gully Dokes. I think this is, we're coming to the end of this here dungeon, which I believe means we're coming to the end of this here stream. Yo, more monsters! Ow. I'm really just waiting for one single bat to be like, hello, I see you found me. And I don't know why I'm waiting for that. Killing some jellies, shooting some spiders. Yeah, if you were wondering what you missed, it's pretty much this. Well, it's a good thing I just made that comment about the one bat that was gonna say something. All things in this world are destined to end in death. The seal cannot be broken, and so the earth shall rot. Let's fight this vampire. You cannot alter destiny. Mere mortals cannot kill the undying. Sure, I'm no mere mortal though. I am the warrior of light, and last time I checked, light, vampire weakness. So honestly, I think I'm pretty set. Oh, also you're dead. Undead. Will Dia help at all? Maybe. Maybe. Haha, idiot. Get Dia on. Wow, so hard. Remember when he was like, you can't alter fate, no one can stop me? It's a little anticlimactic, just a little bit, especially after all that bat talk. Ooh, and I've hit 100,000 guild total. Wow, we've really had quite the day. The joke sure is on him. Yeah, and he had a stupid accent. You heard him. Ooh, the star ruby. Yippee. I think that's it. Is that the end of the dungeon? Question mark? It might be. I don't know if there's like, it seems to be a plate, but I don't know if it's like a go back up or shoot down kind of dealio. But it would be really funny if the last battle of the dungeon took approximately less time than any of the random attacks from monster swarms throughout the floor. Would be a little funny. A little bit funny. But in case it is not the last fight, I'm gonna Hulara everyone. And I'm gonna Thundara these birds. Oh, that's why you need the gold needle, huh? Yeah, alright. That makes sense. Well, and this is probably like most of them. Yeah, okay. So I do need to stone you. Need to sober you up. Cured that stone right up. Alright. Jokes aside. Nah, this is the last. Okay, yeah, cool. I guess, I'm assuming, but maybe not. Is that like a for later fight, or is that a for now fight? Because I got the rubies, so... Yeah, okay, cool. Can't go any further now. That is a fight for later. Cool. Alright, well, I mean, I guess that means I am done with this map. And I do happen to have... No? Did I not? Oh, I couldn't buy it because I couldn't afford it. Of course not. I thought I bought the spell that lets me go to the last floor of the dungeon. I don't. So we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to run. So yeah, I guess we're not done with this dungeon. Super, super easy last boss battle. A boss battle for later. And just gotta get my way out of this maze again, which is not gonna be super fun, but hey. Yeah, no, that's 2 major dungeons down, 3 towns down. We're really making progress with Final Fantasy 1. Probably only have 3 more weeks max if I play it more than once a week. But we'll see. Stop trying to get me stoned, birds. Don't you hate when the local flora and fauna try to get you stoned? Me too. Oh nice, level up. It's been a pretty sweet little dealio here. Oh, it's just rocks. Just like, what the fuck is that down there? Nah, man, look, we're gonna have to flee from more shit. I'm not here for this right now. I took a really hard stance for a very long time playing Final Fantasy games where I was like, I'm not gonna run from any of the fights, and that way I don't have to grind. Like, there will never come a point where I'm too low a level to do the next obstacle in my path or do the next dungeon or mission or whatever. That did not last very long. Trying to not skip a single fight in a Final Fantasy game is a fool's errand. Seeing as they happen like every 15 seconds. So it's not like I would be like, yes, let me fight all 45 fights, try to get off this 1 floor of this 3-floor dungeon. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think because of... It's not unfounded, right? Like, I have played them through with, skipping very minimal amount of random encounters, and it really does make it so that there are very few points where you do have to go out of your way to grind for levels or for money or whatever. It's just not a very fun way to play it. Like, I think there's something in... Did I not go to... No, I totally did. There's something in just, like, logging into a game and being like, okay, I will be grinding today. That is what I'm doing today. That has a very different effect on your mental than being like, oh, I'm gonna play this game today. And then you have to take an hour and a half to get back up through a dungeon because you're fighting every fight rather than just fleeing. Sir? Sir, could you please stop moving your ladder, sir? I know you're doing a job, but I'm trying to tell a little story. So it's not unfounded. The whole, like, if I don't skip a fight, I don't need to grind thing. And personally, I like, sort of, yeah. Hey look, you could just ask. Ring the doorbell. Come on in. God, I hope they can't hear me. I would feel so bad if they heard somebody just be like, stop fucking moving your ladder and try to do your goddamn job. Bat, can you please? Thank you. Also, did they, like, use the vampire motif because vampires are entombed in the ground? Like, it's earth and a vampire, which it doesn't feel like a super cohesive thematic point to play on. Maybe that's just me. I mean, yeah, I guess they weren't gonna put him in what, like the water temple or the water cave or the fire one. I guess, yeah, earth is the most closely attuned, especially dead earth, I guess. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm landing, but also, like, then just don't make a vampire your final boss in one of your temples. Stop calling them temples. Caves? Dungeons? You just wanted a vampire because it's cool and you already created little bats? Maybe? It's like, I feel like even a giant worm would have been a better boss battle in this dungeon. But that could just be the Dune talking. Also could be, you know, that really is, you're right. I'm not standing in the frame of mind of a game designer who just really likes bats. I mean, bats are really, really very cute. I love a good bat. But, you know, you're right. I should have opened my horizons, thought about the preference of a game designer and how best to include their oh, sky puppies. Their favorite little beasties. So right. So rude of me. I love bats. I mean, I understand how people are, like, afraid of anything. Like, you can just have an inherent fear of basically anything. But I don't understand why the fear of, like, bats is kind of widespread. Same with, like, rats and squirrels. Any, like, small, cute animal. I don't really get that fear. But hey, again, opening my horizons. There's a fear of anything. Any fear is, like, a feasible fear for whatever reason. But bats are too dang cute. I really think most, like, rodents and small, furry, fuzzy critters are just too cute to be feared. Like, fear of illness is very real, but... Like, it was really funny, the, squirrels in DC are so much friendlier than the squirrels up here, which makes sense to some regard, but they're, like, so friendly, like, they will follow you around for food friendly, that the first squirrel that got that close, I was like, there has to be something wrong with it. It wouldn't just be getting that close to me just because it's friendly. And Dave was like, you're probably right. We were not right. They were just looking for food. They were just begging random passerbys for food, and it was really fucking cute. I've never once in my life been afraid of a squirrel, but then the squirrel got, like, a little too close, and I was like, ah! And I was like, no, he was just trying to be your friend. You both need to relax. Alrighty, gang. I'm gonna heal up. And then I am gonna save and probably sign on out. This was honestly a really delightful stream today. I had a lot of fun. Hope everybody else had fun. Aw, that's so cute. I gotta go to more mountain summits and meet nice animals. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I doubt any hiker is like too perturbed by small critters, so oh, gotta go to more summits and look for cute little guys. Yeah, no, I buy it. Just, you know, high enough that none of them city slickers are out there kicking squirrels or nothing. Alrighty, gang. This has been swell. Hopefully get together at some point soon. Play some more games. Ugh. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I really do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Bye, Frank. Thanks for being here too. I'll talk to you all soon. This was really, really nice. A lot of fun. And I will see y'all soon. Have a good afternoon and evening, y'all. Bye.